Akron Athletics presents. Brought to you by Bryant Heating and Cooling, whatever it takes. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. And the Spaghetti Warehouse, located at 510 South Main Street, Building 33 in Akron, Ohio, home of the 15-layer lasagna. And here's your host, Joe Dunn.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the weekly edition of Zips Weekly. My name is Joe Dunn. Tom Arth is here, our head football coach, and we're going to talk a little Zips football for the next 30 minutes, talking about that tough loss down in Athens Tuesday night to Ohio University, and look forward to Tuesday night up at Kent State, the Wagon Wheel. Big game coming up, Coach. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but let's talk about that game down in Athens on Tuesday night. Again, took a very young football team down there. I'm not sure how many freshmen, true freshmen, walk-ons, but they played their tails off for you.
They sure did. You know, our entire roster gave 100% effort for the duration of that game, and it was really exciting to be a part of. The sideline had so much energy. There was so much confidence, enthusiasm, belief. The way our team was supporting one another and picking each other up was really incredible to be a part of. And it was, you know, it was one of those really special moments, I think, for your program, and, you know, something for me and our staff that, you know, we felt for the first time, you know, this past game. And, you know, it's really exciting, and it's a lot to build on, and we're excited about what's coming up.
As I said after the game, Coach, on the radio side, I thought your team just was having fun out there. It was like in the backyard playing pickup football. Yeah,
it was. It was a lot of fun. It was fun to coach in that game as well. And again, that all comes back to the attitude and the spirit of your players. And, you know, when you have so many people that are supporting one another and all pushing forward in the same direction, you know, special things happen. And we were right on the brink of that, you know, a couple nights ago. And we look forward to that next chance we get.
405 yards of total offense, Coach, 218 passing, 217 running, very balanced, about as balanced as you can get.
It was, and that's something that we really stress in our program, and we've been working towards it. And you know, this past weekend, and you know, even our first game, we were much more balanced than we had been previously at any point last season. So it was great to see that, and you know, I thought our offensive line, our young group, did a fantastic job. You know, blocking the runs. I thought our backs did a great job hitting them, and you know, certainly we're able to get to the second level and make DBs miss, and you know, that's a big part of rushing the ball with success.
Sure. Let's go back down to Athens, Ohio. Peden Stadium was 81 degrees in downtown Athens on Tuesday. Cooled off a little bit for kickoff, Coach, but a great night to play football. Ohio wins the toss. They want the football. They're going to take an early 7-0 lead as we pick up highlights again from Peden Stadium. But the defense, I thought, after that first couple of drives, really played well.
They did. You know, we got them to a third down, you know, early in their opening drive, and unfortunately they converted that and subsequently hit a big play that led them into scoring range. But our offense came right back. You see some great runs there, you know, from Tion, you know, getting out there on the edge. What a great block by our wide receiver George Qualls on that play, putting the safety on the ground. You know, and unfortunately we ended up in a 4th and 5. That we went for, got a completion, but just short of the first down. But a good opening drive to start the game for our offense.
As we said, the first quarter ends. Akron is down 7-0. Ohio's going to score again early in the second quarter. Don't see it there, Coach, but you're going to go down 14-0, and then momentum shifts. And I know you could feel it on the sidelines.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I thought, you know, we were playing well. We were playing well on both sides. We were moving the football on offense. Unfortunately, just had some tough field position early in the game. So despite going on some 7-8 play drives, you know, we ended up, you know, coming away without points. But once we were able to kind of settle in that second quarter, we were able to hit some big plays, some explosive plays, and we were able to put 7 points on the board and played pretty well all night long.
We saw Bubba Arcelanian with one of his 2 sacks a few seconds ago. He was all over the place again for you, Coach.
He was. Bubba, again, you know, just making plays and, you know, great effort plays and, you know, some really great open field tackles. That was one thing, you know, you'll see, and, you know, you see one here, you know, by Bubba, just a big-time tackle on third down in the open field. And that was a major improvement for our defense coming off of last week where we didn't tackle as well. So that was really good to see and something that we definitely need to build on.
Talk a little bit about this drive, Coach, because this is just a great catch by George Qualls, a junior college wide receiver. That got you out of trouble and got you going.
Yeah, you know, and it started on our 2-yard line, and our offense executed a hard count situation, try to force the defense to jump off sides. They did. We got to a 1st and 5 at the 7. We're able to hit George and move the football all the way down the field. You see a 4th and 1 conversion here by my Jaden Horton, freshman out of Cincinnati Princeton. You know, we're able to continue to drive it and ultimately, you know, score a touchdown on this drive. So, you know, 98-yard drive. You know, those are pretty special and exciting to be a part of.
Got a nice run there by T.N. Dollar, the 14-yard pass to Scipio, and then you get it down there, and the captain comes through for you.
Yeah, big time throw, big time catch by Nate Stewart. You know, in traffic, took a hard hit on the play, but finished the job and you know, gave us a lot of enthusiasm and excitement on the sideline.
You're not through yet, Coach. You're going to threaten to score again here in the half.
Yeah, this was great. You know, defensively, we were able to get a 3-and-out. Their last possession of the half, gave it back to our offense with just about 4 minutes to go. And we were able to eat up the rest of the half, not give the ball back to OU, and finish with an opportunity for a field goal. You see Tim here catching the shallow cross, getting us out of bounds with about 7 seconds left. Our offense was able to center the ball for Corey. You know, we just missed the kick, but we executed that situation as well as we have at any point that we've been at the University of Akron, and our players were excited about it. They knew what that moment meant. It's something that we harped on all week long, and it was great to see that execution.
You go into the locker room, Coach, at halftime. You're down 14-7. You got to say, these young kids playing a lot of these, the first Division I football game, they're thinking, I can play at this level now. Let's go out the second half and get it going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you have to give a lot of credit to our defense. You know, that's where we really felt the majority of the stress in terms of our numbers and our roster. And those guys just went out there and played great football. You know, but aside from 2 drives, a couple big plays that they gave up, they played excellent all night long. And it's a major credit to that group and their competitive spirit, and you know, what a game to build on, given, you know, the challenges that we had in our opener.
Coach, you've got a great feature coming up on a new member of your coaching staff, strength and conditioning coach, and boy, he's been a great addition, hasn't he?
He's been an incredible addition to our program. You know, Coach Mack has made so many incredible contributions to our team and has made such a difference for our program and our players, especially the guys up front. And I think, you know, as well as, you know, those young offensive linemen are playing, I think so much of that credit is due to Coach Mack. And that was the challenge, you know, that we issued to him when he arrived, and he accepted it and embraced it and has just made such incredible improvements in our team. And, you know, he's a big part of our future moving forward.
Okay, don't go away. When you come back, you're going to watch a special feature brought to you each week by Spaghetti Warehouse. We're back after this.
I'm here. This isn't a stop on my way somewhere else. This is my way up. This city, this university, Akron is where I learn to outwork and outsmart. To aim high, then raise the bar. Because Zips never settle for less. No entitlement, no excuses, just my education. My future. I'm on the rise, and we are Akron.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family warm this winter,
here, let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
And to keep your family comfortable, it takes Choice Air HVAC. Find them at choiceairwithane.com.
My name is Mack from Elkhart, Indiana. Grew up there, went to high school there, Elkhart Central High School. Graduated in 2006, went to Indiana University, played defensive line. Finished up in 2010 as a Hoosier, proud Hoosier. And from that point on, I decided I wanted to be a strength coach. Started off at Indiana. I was there for 5 years, from 2011 to 2016, under the head coach of Kevin Wilson. And then left in 2016 and moved on to University of Kentucky under Mark Stoops. Had some great years there at Kentucky, had some great years at Indiana. But my next step, obviously being here at Akron now, is something I've been wanting for a long time. Not only to just lay my mark, but setting a culture, setting a standard, and what our expectation is going to be going forward is become a winning program.
I've gotten much stronger, much faster, just working on my techniques on how to run, my running form, and just how to be super explosive with my hips. those were the key things to my game that I've seen elevate since last year. And I've gotten stronger, of course. I've done more reps on the bench press than I've ever done, so that's a plus.
I believe strength breeds confidence. I believe that in the weight room, if you can, if you can throw around weight, you can have confidence on the field to come out and do everything you set out to do. I also believe that speed is king. You can't do anything in this game in today's age without speed, and I believe that that's the fourth factor of my program is training these guys with speed. Nothing beats the stairs, stadium stairs. For me, I didn't have a great hill to run, so I had to figure out how I was going to get the same objective that I set out for building speed. So I said, you know what, let's go back and bring it old school, the way I used to do it and the way that many strength coaches before me have done it, which is running the stadium steps. And we progressed that week in, week out, starting off with 10 and building all the way up to 24. And then on the back end of that, coming in, hitting a heavy squat, heavy clean, and getting those guys to understand that that's the type of effort and intensity that I expect for us to, become a successful program.
We were running, I think it was stadiums. We do a lot of stadium. We were running up the bleachers and stuff, but he gets us going up in about 25 of those, and that'll get to your legs real quick.
Coach Mack's energy is unmatched, man. He's an outstanding person who just really loves football. So what he does is he's the first person I ever met who can come outside with no hoodie or anything in 35, 40-degree weather and act like it's hot outside. So he's a real mental person. He pushes us to our max. He just wants us to be better every day. And he's really hard on us, and that's what we need as a program.
I feel that, the guys look up to the strength coach. I think that they take on his personality in a lot of ways. So I feel that if I'm out there with the T-shirt on and shorts on and breathe that toughness and kind of resemble what you want in yourself as far as a strong individual, I think that you can transfer that mindset onto your players. Now, I can't go out and play, but I hope that they can pick up some of the things that I've done and some of the things that they're seeing on a daily basis as far as being consistent and just being a leader. I think that if they can do that, then we'll be a lot better football team.
I mean, he's energy all the time, no matter where we're at. But before the game, he's always juiced up. He gets us going, gets some music pumping, and always has something good to say before a game.
Hope you enjoy our weekly feature, and specifically, Coach, that offensive line. They're so young. You got to get them bigger and stronger as fast as you can.
You absolutely do, and that's an area that we really knew we needed to improve in, and Coach Mack has done an incredible job with that group as he has with our entire team. We're a much more physical team. We're stronger. We're getting faster, and it's been really exciting to watch.
A lot of good highlights coming up here in the second half. We're coming back right after this.
Miller Lite is brewed for great taste with only 96 calories and 0 grams of sugar. So when one's done, it's the perfect time to start another. Miller Lite, hold true.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family warm this winter,
Here, let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
And to keep your family comfortable, it takes E.H. Roberts Heating and Cooling. Find them at ehroberts.com.
Okay, welcome back to Zips Football Weekly with head coach Tom Arth. We are ready for second half action down at Athens on Tuesday night. Coach, you're going to get the kickoff to start the second half. A lot of times you see teams get that second half kickoff, nothing really happens. But you went down and did some damage.
Yeah, again, this was a major emphasis for us. We talked about the middle 8, last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half all week, and we watched a lot of film on it. We studied it, and it was great for us to know, hey, we got the ball coming out. We got an opportunity to go down and get within one score of this game. And you see, just again, great ability to run the football. Wide receivers blocking downfield. Shoot, our quarterback here, getting in it a little bit, and he was pretty excited after that play. But again, just great effort, great ball security there from Keon. So many things that we talk about in our program. What's important to Akron football. You saw on exhibit this weekend. It was really fun to watch.
You're watching some of the big plays on this drive that results in a Corey Smeagol field goal. Tion Dowler with a great run for 39 yards, Nate Stewart for 8 yards. Jaden Horton comes back in at the Wildcat, gets you a first down. So a lot of good things happening on this drive.
Yeah, MJ came back in and converted another third and short for us, which was great to see.
Of course, the Bobcats come back then and will score to make it a 17-10 game. But a lot of crazy things happen in the second half, Coach. They're going to miss a couple field goals. You stay in the game, but you also have a couple mistakes.
Yeah, I think that was, really great to see from our defense. You saw obviously the tackle. Bubba had a great tackle there on third down that forced the field goal, which was big. And then they kept us in the game, defensively. We made a couple mistakes in the fourth quarter, turned the ball over, really self-inflicted mistakes. And, our defense just responded. They just came out, they got stops, they forced field goals, and, continue to give the offense a chance to make a play.
As we said, the Bobcats are going to score again. And I'll tell you, Coach, it was right there for the taking. You could feel it all through the stadium. That game was up for grabs.
It was, and it's just a couple plays, that we need to make, offensively, or really, not make, in terms of turning the ball over. Just make some better decisions with the football, and I think we give ourselves a much better opportunity. But again, they're down in there tight. We get a third down. We get great coverage, force the quarterback outside the pocket. Incompletion, force the field goal. That again, they miss. Our offense, 8 minutes to go in the game. All we need is a touchdown. And, we felt great. Our guys had the right look in their eye. They had great confidence that we were going to go down and score. And unfortunately, we just, we made a mistake.
A lot of enthusiasm on the sidelines. With those two missed field goals, it's right there. If you can just get the drive going, you're really going to make it tight.
No, absolutely. And, we unfortunately, we didn't take advantage of the opportunities that we had. And then OU got the ball back with about 7 minutes left, and they took it down and ate up most of the clock and ended up putting 7 points on the board, and really kind of put it out of reach there for us, in those last 2 minutes. But again, we're right there, and that was important to us, to be able to do the things we did early in the game,
yep.
To win the middle eight the way we did, put us in position to be in the fight in the fourth quarter. And our players got a taste of that. They know what it's going to take for us to take that next step. And as we told them, our time is coming. It may not have been Tuesday night, but it's coming. And we just got to continue to do the things that we're doing, because the improvement's there.
Oh, yeah.
You see it. You can feel it. Our players know it, and it's it's a lot of fun to be a part of right now.
Final score was 24-10. We're going to take a break. We're going to go back, have our play of the game, our player of the game, a little scouting report on Kent State. We're back right after this timeout.
I'm here. This isn't a stop on my way somewhere else. This is my way up. This city, this university, Akron is where I learn to outwork and outsmart. To aim high, then raise the bar. Because Zips never settle for less. No entitlement, no excuses, just my education. My future. I'm on the rise, and we are Akron.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family warm this winter,
Here, let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
And to keep your family comfortable, it takes Choice Air HVAC. Find them at choiceairwithane.com.
Welcome back to Zips Football Weekly. Each week we're going to give you the play of the game, our player of the game, and have Coach Arth talk a little bit about that. First, our play of the game, and it was a big one. Bubba Arcelanian, a young guy that had 2 sacks on the night. Coach, we're going to see one. Ohio has the ball 3rd and 2 at the Zips 43-yard line. They're driving to the end zone, but Bubba sacks quarterback Armani Rogers for a 6-yard loss, forces Ohio to punt.
It was a huge stop for our defense, and Armani's a 6'5", 230-pound quarterback who can run, and for Bubba to be able to make this type of tackle in space, really it just says a lot about him as a player. And what's really exciting is this is a drill that we work every week, with our defense, and we typically have a coach dragging a bag that we, clamp, roll, tackle on, and Bubba's always one of those guys that we highlight and say, hey, watch, for our young players, watch how Bubba does this, and sure enough, it translates to game day, and it was really great to see.
I know we're talking about Bubba right here, but I want to stop because you had a young linebacker from St. Vincent St. Mary played pretty well also. Brian Bischoff?
Yeah. Bischoff did a great job for us. Really, again, made some great plays, some great tackles for us in the game. There was another quarterback scramble situation that Brandon, really, kind of got off a block, tore off a block, and made a great open field tackle in space that if, he doesn't knock that down, it's going to be a first down and maybe more. So, got some good play out of those two linebackers.
I wanted to mention Brian because his dad's probably watched, and he's a former Zip. I don't know if you knew that or not. His dad played here at Akron.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. That's
exactly.
Awesome. We love legacies in our program.
For sure. How about our player of the game? Junior running back Tion Dollard from Lake City, Florida, Independence Community College out in Kansas. Carried the ball 22 times, Coach, 165 yards with a long run of 39 yards. Just a great play. Dollard also caught 2 passes for another 12 yards and now has run for 232 yards in the Zips' first 2 games of the season. You talked about him when you signed him, Coach, and boy, he is living up to the billing, isn't he?
He really is. He's certainly performing as we've expected, but, what I've learned about Tion and these, since he's been in our program is just the type of person he is. He has got such a big heart. He is so grateful for every opportunity that he gets, and he just plays as hard as he possibly can. He's one of the most intense competitors that I've had the opportunity to coach, and it rubs off on our team. I know our offensive line love blocking for him. They're going to give extra effort. Our wide receivers are going to give extra effort because they know Tion is going to give everything he has and has the ability to take it the distance every time he touches it.
Which brings us to Tuesday night, the wagon wheel game up at Kent Stadium. I'll tell you, it's going to be a great game, Coach. You have played in some tremendous rivalries, high school, Iggy and Ed's, college, John Carroll, Mount Union. This is a great rivalry. You got a taste of it last year. It
is. It's certainly one of the best rivalries I think in college football. You talk about the proximity of the schools and the intense nature and spirited rivalry among fans, among the schools, the players. It's a great game to be a part of. It's a lot of fun. It's what college football is all about, and we're looking forward to it. We get the opportunity to go to their place this year. I haven't been there since my senior year. State right. Semifinals against Canton McKinley. My senior year. So it'll be great to go back to Dick Stadium and give our team another opportunity to get out there and play a great game.
Yeah, former Akron coach told me years and years ago, when you play Kent, that's a game that the fans relate to, students. They got to live with this for a whole year.
You're right. Yeah, we all do. So it's exciting, and it's made even that much more intense just based on the histories, of our staff. We know a lot of their coaches and have worked with some of their coaches and have a tremendous amount of respect for what they're building, in that program. And it's exciting. It's exciting to have that type of rivalry and to go up against a great opponent.
They have a very high-powered offense, put 62 points on the board the other night against Bowling Green. They're 2-0. The other win was over Eastern Michigan. Have one of the better quarterbacks in the Mid-American Conference, maybe the best in Dustin Crum.
Yeah, Dustin's an excellent player. He's extremely accurate. You look at it and you break down all his passes, and his on-target percentage is exceptionally high. He makes great decisions. He takes care of the football, and they play fast on offense, and they really they put a lot of pressure on you defensively. So it'll be a great challenge for us. And on the other side of the ball, their defensive coordinator is a great coach. I've had the opportunity to work with him, played with him in college, and have a lot of respect for what he's doing on defense as well. And we're looking forward to the opportunity.
And they have a special kicker from a high school up in Cleveland. I think Ignatius, Matthew Trickett. He's one of the best in the league, too.
He certainly is. I'd like to say that if we had been here a year earlier, he might be playing for the Zips. But we got a great kicker as well, in Corey Smeagol. And, but, yeah, Trickett is one of the best kickers, I think, in all of college football. Just as, their quarterback, I think, is one of the best in college football. But, Trickett is, he's a dangerous guy and, certainly won a lot of games for him last year. And, we have to be very aware of what his abilities are.
Coach, best of luck. We'll be rooting for the Zips. Hopefully we'll be back here next week to talk about a big win over the Golden Flashes. You can listen to that game on the Zips Radio Network. Also, live TV coverage all over the country on ESPN. We're back here next week with more Zips Weekly. Always remember, go Zips.
Brought to you by Bryant Heating and Cooling, whatever it takes. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. And the Spaghetti Warehouse, located at 510 South Main Street, Building 33 in Akron, Ohio, home of the 15-layer lasagna.